Hi, my name is Mason Dukacek, and today it's my privilege to introduce you to the Digital Magnet product. If you're looking for a way to get found online by more of your ideal prospects when they're ready to buy, you've come to the right place. If you're looking for ways to increase the demand for what you do so that you can sell more and you can raise your prices or make more, then you've come to the right place. And some of you may be thinking, hey, I need help with this online marketing thing, but I'm not a web designer, or I'm not a copywriter, or I'm not a video producer, and I realize that web video is huge right now and only going to get bigger. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. That's what we're going to help you with. People are always asking me, Mason, what is this digital magnet product? Well, it's 90% training and 10% adventure. And here's what I mean by that. When I was asked about how I could put together this program in a way that would be engaging and useful, I really had to put my thinking cap on, and what I decided to do was do something that most of the peers, practically none of them, would ever do. And that is pull back the curtain and share with you what top online marketers usually keep to themselves. It's kind of like a magician's code, if you will, that you never reveal the tricks or the things that go on behind the scenes of how things are really done. And I'm going to make some enemies by sharing with you what I'm going to share with you. There are folks in my industry that are going to absolutely hate it that I'm going to tell what I'm going to tell, but I got plenty of friends. I'm interested in helping people build their business. So what we decided to do was literally break down a way to demonstrate very specifically how to build a business online or how to sell products online, how to have a presence online. And the only way we could do that without jeopardizing or causing harm to any of my customers' businesses or my businesses is really show you from scratch, genuine and authentic, how things are done. So we're going to just make up a product to sell. We're going to document the process on video, and we're going to allow the cameras to sit in on the meetings that I have with the people involved in this project so you can understand what we're thinking about and why we're thinking those things. Then we're going to create tutorial videos that are going to actually show you how to do those things so that you can duplicate those things and execute them yourself for your business. When it comes to competition, that is a trait or a characteristic that a lot of online marketers tend to duck when it comes to conversation. And I'm willing to bet that many of you out there listening have either tried to do online marketing yourself or hired someone, and in 95% of the cases, probably more, those efforts were doomed to failure before they ever started. And the reason I say that is because I'm willing to bet that you didn't know the answers to these 4 questions before you started. And when you get involved in the digital magnet product, then that is going to be one of the first things we tackle is the answer is helping you get the answers to these 4 very, very important questions. The first question is, what are people typing into the internet? Because if you don't know, how can you give them content that they're going to be interested in? 2, how many people are typing those keyword phrases into the internet when they're looking for the types of products or services you offer? 3, how realistic is it to get found? And what I mean by that is, what's the competition? How much competition is there online for those keyword phrases? And how good are they at online marketing? And finally, what is the intent of the people who are online typing those words and phrases into search engines? Is it just to kick tires or find prices they can buy from someone else? Or are they willing to spend money to solve their problem or get an answer to their questions? So those are some of the things that you will find out right out of the gate, so that this will save you tens of thousands of dollars and years of hard work, because you can know upfront what battles you can win. And frankly, there are a lot of very good online marketers out there that will go to a customer and say, hey, what are your keywords? And they'll put together a great campaign, and they can do a lot of things very, very well, but the campaign will still fail because they didn't have the answers to these questions. The people they asked typically sat around the coffee table at home or around the conference table at the office and said, hey, what do you think people are typing the internet to find us? And they put together a list, and then went to the people they were hiring to help, and like I said, people could have done a good job, but the results weren't going to come. I want to make sure that you don't mess up and make that mistake, which dooms so many people unnecessarily. So here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to break down for you the foundation of what you need to do. specifically, what tools you need, why you need to do these things, when you need to do these things, specifically in a step-by-step order. You may do all the right things, but if you don't do them in the right order, then you can create rework down the road, and it's not like the internet has a delete button where you can just erase stuff. Once that stuff gets out there, sometimes you can't ever get rid of it. So when you do things is very, very, very important. And then, like I said, we're going to create a tutorial process that's going to walk you through exactly how to do it. You need a roadmap. You need a step-by-step guide. You need accelerated results, because the reality of it is there are a lot of you who have tried this stuff already, and trial and error is expensive. It's the most expensive way to learn this stuff, and that's why we're going to, like I said, pull back the curtain, let you see what we're doing, why we're doing it, so you can learn vicariously through the decisions we make, mistakes we make, and how we correct them, so that it's not your reputation on the line, it's not your life savings on the line, it's not your business on the line, and you can get the best results in the shortest period of time. Like I said, you need a game plan, and the reason you need a game plan in all likelihood is because the game plan you've been using has been a traditional one, and there are lots of reasons why things aren't working like they used to and aren't likely to get better anytime soon. And they'll probably get worse sooner rather than later. Think about it. Using your traditional methods, when you talk about things like direct mail, people are sorting the mail over the trash can. If you try sending unsolicited emails, it's going to end up in your prospect's spam filters. If you try cold calling, what's going to happen there? Well, you're going to not only have to get past the receptionist, but you're going to have to get past caller ID twice. You could try cold calling and stopping by businesses without an appointment, but that's considered rude and intrusive, and there's always a receptionist there to block that. You could try advertising in radio or television, but people can just switch the channels, or with digital video recorders on TVs, they record all that stuff and scroll through the commercials. And if you're lucky enough to actually get someone to pay attention to an ad, there's no guarantee that they're even going to believe it. I mean, think about it. What percentage of the ads do you believe? If you hear some amazing ad on radio or TV, what's your first reaction? I don't know about you, but mine is bull, because I don't believe half the stuff I see, less than half the stuff I see. And I don't think that many people feel much differently about it than I do. But what do people trust? Well, according to some Nielsen research that I found, 90% of people trust peer recommendations. 70% trust consumer opinions online. So what does that mean? That means that word of mouth is now taking place online at popular social media sites. Places like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. And if you, your company, your products, your services, and the problems they solved aren't being discussed, aren't being talked about, aren't being reviewed, aren't being recommended, then never mind that you're going to miss out on sales because someone offered something, that a prospect might have liked better than yours. You're never even going to get considered. So here's the deal. Like I said, I want to share with you the tools, the research, the strategies, the techniques that I have spent years mastering, and that I've learned from amazing, brilliant people in different niches. And I want to bring the best of what I've learned to you to save you tons of time, to save you tons of money. I practice what I preach, and here are the kind of results that I've gotten that I want to be able to help duplicate for you. I want to take the exact same processes that I've used to get results in highly competitive niches. I'm competing with people who are the best internet marketers on the planet. I'm not competing against people that own donut shops or sewing machine shops. I'm competing against people whose sole business is to be able to market online. So if I can utilize these same strategies to get results where I want online, then you should be able to do the same thing too. So let me just show you. For one of the keyword phrases I optimize for in a local search, I have 8 of the top 10 listings on the first page of Google. And it's a variety of different types of listings. There are Facebook pages on there. There are YouTube videos on there. There are websites on there. There are blogs on there. We'll talk about how to do all of those things. When you get to things like regional search, you might say, "Oh, that's great, Mason, a small town, you should be able to dominate." And you're right. Then when you start getting to a regional search, something like St. Louis. I mean, there's millions of people in the St. Louis metro area. In a recent search, I ranked 5 out of the top 6 listings on the first page of Google. And then go to a national search, ranked in the top 10. And as a matter of fact, the other day it was number 1. So why am I telling you this? It's not to show off. It's to tell you that the exact same processes, tools, and strategies that I use and that I practice every day are the exact same ones that I'm going to share with you. I've got the recipe and I'm willing to share it, and I hope that you decide to join me on the digital magnet journey, and we'll see you soon.